Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is our success thought number 84 as we close out this week. Thank you so much for joining us. You know, the principles we share with you are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. And if you don't have one, please get one. This is the perfect gift for you and your family. The thought here is that it's available on Amazon and it's available on our website, herbertharris.com. All right. Thank you, Ralph Moore. Thank you. Sadatavia, Miss Arthur, Nashe, Gifted Hands. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're talking a little today about building wealth. You know, as we close out this year, I think all of us had some financial goals, some things we wanted to accomplish financially last year and this year. And these goals have been really driving us because one of the things we've been learning in this pandemic is that finances matter. And so many of us have really seen for the first time that if your finances are not in order, it can be a real challenging situation. So let's look at some of the principles of wealth building. And one of the key principles is responsibility. You have to make a choice. You know, in life, we have choices. You have to make a choice to build wealth. You have to make a choice to be aware of what it takes to build wealth. In chapter 8 in the book, The Law of Value, we talk about the 4 key principles of wealth building. The earning principle, that you have got to earn enough money to take care of you and your family. The spending principle. Now, I don't like the idea of spending. We call it the circulating principle, that whatever money you're generating, don't look at it as spending it, look at it as circulating it, really as an investment, that everything you put your money in should bring some type of return, maybe not monetary, may bring pleasure, may bring potential. The savings principle, that you have got to be saving some money to set aside for emergencies. And then finally, the investing principle, where you take a portion of what you save to invest for the future. And, you know, money making in the first order is money making money on money. That's why banks, you know, you'll rarely find a bank go out of business because banks don't really sell anything. They use money as their product. Money is their service. And so they make money on money, directly on money. That's like the primary process of making money. So if we look at that, the idea that we must earn as much as possible, save some of what we earn, invest a portion of what we save to generate more money. That's the bottom line. So with those 4 keys, how do we actually go about it as we close out this month? So we said first to take responsibility. But the second thing is this: you got to know where you're at. You know, if you have your GPS, your success GPS, your GPS in your car, it is absolutely worthless unless it identifies where you're at right now. And so if you're talking about closing out this year with more money than you had last year, closing out this year in a wealth building consciousness, then you've got to know where you are right now. And so for those of you who are listening, I recommend that you stop what you're doing today and make a financial assessment. What are your assets? What are your liabilities? Those liabilities are tough. What are your liabilities? What is your income? What are your expenditures? And so when you start looking at that, that's important because once you know where you are, so right now we're closing out this year. We have another, 50 or 60 days. You say, what can I do? Well, first question is, should I do anything? You know, it's very easy when you're at this point of the year to say, you know what, I could have done better last year, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready for next year. I'm going to position myself so that when next year comes, I'm off and running. That doesn't work. Because if you do that, that's saying you're stopping right now to do something that does not take you any further towards your goal right now, which means you begin next year really where you are right now. Doesn't it make more sense to work hard between now and the end of the year so that when you make that transition into the new year, you got more money? You got more of whatever you need to get what you want. Doesn't that make sense? Yes. Okay. So assess where you are right now. That also impacts how you spend for the holidays. You know, we often get caught up in the Christmas thing, the Black Friday, the Green Friday, and all these things that are created by the people who really make money to make us jump and spend. Real simple, you know. I mean, they have people getting up at 5 o'clock to go buy a TV they really don't need. Just because they say it's cheaper today on Black Friday, incredible values. So to really look at where you are right now, what are your assets? What do you have? How much money do you have in the bank? What are your assets right now? Okay. What are your expenditures? What are your liabilities? What do you owe right now? Assets, liabilities. What is your income right now? If you don't know your income to the penny, then it's going to be hard to get ahead financially and create wealth. And then what are your expenditures? You know, J.P. Morgan, every day he kept a running total of his net worth. Every day he knew how much money was coming in, how much money was going out, how much his assets and how much his liabilities. He knew his net worth to the penny. And so you have to do that. What is your net worth? If you look and you have a negative net worth, you know what you got to do. You got to stop spending, generate more income, and save more to invest more. So we looked at the 4 principles. We've taken responsibility. That next thing is you got to have a budget. Budgets are funny. For some reason, people always think that you can wait to make a budget, that the time to make a budget is always tomorrow. Oh, no. I love investing. Thank you for joining us. And you know what I'm talking about. Because if you're making a budget tomorrow, look at what you've wasted today. So make a budget. From now to the end of this year, make a budget. You say, well, I'm going to make a big budget. Next year is like a promissory note. Okay. And when you consider the world today, tomorrow is just a promise. I'm not being negative, but you never know what's going to happen. This pandemic has taught us to live with uncertainty, where you don't know whether you're going to be here tomorrow or not. So even the Bible says, you know not the hour. And so the important thing is to do right now, to set a budget for the rest of this year. Lay it out in great detail. There's some budget forms you can find on the internet, but set a budget for the rest of the year. Don't worry about whether you're good at it. Don't spend a whole lot of time researching. Okay. You can find some budget stuff quickly, but set your budget now, the budget to get you through to the end of the year. Wow. I love investing. We're going to do something today. We'd love to have you. Let's see. I love investing. Share a little bit about that today. I like that. Let me see. I'm going to bring you in and let's see if we can talk about that. We'll do something a little different today. And so while I love investing is coming in, let's think about this, what you're going to do today. When you get off this broadcast today, I want you to write an affirmation. And the affirmation says, success is mine. Success is mine. And then I want you to sit down and look at your assets and your liabilities. And with those assets and those liabilities, let's go for it. Let's see, did I do that? Okay, accept. Here we go. I'm learning how to do this, so bear with me. So look at your assets and your liabilities and write it out today. And then look at your income and look at your expenses. I guarantee you this, that if you're able to do that today, don't worry about being good at it. Let's see, here we go, unable to join. Okay, I'm so sorry, but I love investing. Direct DM me, send me a message and let's set up something together because I know that you have a lot to offer. So anyway, folks, we've talked about it. Building wealth. Number 1, Take responsibility for it. You're the one that's going to make it happen. Number 2, look at those 4 principles. The earning principle. Earn as much as possible when you exchange your time for the income. Number 2, save some money. Always have some money left over. Never live at such a high level that you're spending every dime. Earn, spend wisely, save a portion of what you don't spend, and let's just change that word again. Earn, invest wisely, save a portion of what you don't invest so that you can invest and make more. Okay. Remember this, that when your outflow exceeds your income, your upkeep becomes your downfall. This is Dr. Herbert Harris saying, this has been our success thought. Every Monday through Saturday morning at 8 a.m., we share a success thought to help you be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. All of our thoughts are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. So get your book and give a book to somebody whose life you would love to transform. And so it is. See you tomorrow morning. What a day.